Hey everybody, what is going on? Serial Overdrive here, and today I'm playing Entropia Universe. What we're going to be doing today is a 120 PED hunt at Nia's place, and I'm doing it with none other than Scotty_C93. So he's also a Entropia Universe YouTuber. Feel free to check him out. And I think in this channel we've got Vast, who's another Entropia Universe YouTuber. Go check him out. So I'm talking on Discord right now, and I'm just going to tune this in. Let me see if their voices are coming through. Just do this quick check. So the audio should be good. I just tried it. It seems like everything's coming through pretty balanced. So we'll just get going with this. Let's get on with the hunt. So yeah, I'll try and just use talk on Discord, because otherwise it's hard to have two conversations going between Twitch and everything like that. But yeah, I was just balancing the audio because at first it came just a little low compared to mine. It sounded like. It's always hard though, because it's phone speakers compared to like right now I'm trying it on real speakers, and that's a whole different experience.
Yeah, I can understand that. Getting audio sort of in balance is how rude. Damn tart.
Yeah.
Getting audio in balance can be pretty annoying sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. It's sometimes it just takes me forever to get that stuff down. And then I go and I'll listen to it on a different audio source and be like, oh no, it wasn't good.
Yeah, I got the same issue.
Yeah, and for those of you guys listening on Twitch who are just tuning in, the person I'm talking with is Scotty_C93. You don't have Twitch, you just have YouTube, right?
No, I do have Twitch. I do plan on using my Twitch account at some point. I'm going to start streaming in the next week or two. I'm just getting a few things sort of sorted first.
Oh, gotcha. Fair enough. Yeah, streaming's not bad. It's just if you try and keep a schedule or anything like that, it's so hard to do. I just do it occasionally.
Yeah, it could be difficult sometimes. I got my daughter goes to well, I have a daughter, which makes things difficult in the first place, but
yeah.
My wife also works early in the morning, so trying to figure out a schedule is a bit of a pain in the ass.
Yeah, but you're in Australia, right? So right now it's probably midday or something, and this is the perfect time to stream, I feel like.
Yeah, it's around 11 a.m. now. I would have actually been doing more stuff today, but my daughter's actually sick.
Oh shit.
Which kind of sucks.
Yeah, I mean that's rough. I guess it's winter for you guys, right? So it sort of goes with the get sick during winter type thing.
Yeah, we're still during winter, and we should actually be finished winter pretty soon. That wasn't too bad of a
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I got around 14 PED.
Nice. Yeah, I'm sitting at I think 13 or something like that. We're both using LR20s for those of you guys listening, so we should be getting pretty equal loot. I'll probably get a little bit more because I'm taking the first shot. Yeah.
Is yours amped at all?
Yeah, I think I've got an A203 on this. If I don't, I forgot to add it. Yeah,
we seem to be doing enough damage anyway.
Yeah, it seems pretty equal. Because you're using unamped, or is yours amped?
Nah, mine's unamped. I like to get a feel of what damage is before I grab an amp. Plus, I don't really feel the need to justify it yet, but I really should at some point.
Yeah, I mean, amps can be expensive, that's the thing. They're good for eco, but they're not yeah, they're expensive.
Now I forget. Is it which addition to an item is it that word, Scott? Figure out what you're trying to say. Which one decays really quickly? Was it amps or was it enhancers? I can never remember that.
Oh yeah.
Enhancers.
Oh, go ahead.
For sure. These enhancers will break within of 500 to 1500 uses, whereas amps can break anywhere from 3000 to 5000 uses. Oh, and I didn't give myself a proper introduction. I'm Vast, by the way. I'm just in the channel, not hunting with on the stream. Just here, just chilling out.
Yeah, actually, I did do so for YouTube. I just did like an intro before, but yeah, I didn't even introduce you guys. I didn't say like you guys didn't hear any of that. I always forget about that.
It's cool, man. It's cool. They know we're here now, and yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, so yeah, I think Scotty_C93. That's your name on both Twitch and YouTube, right?
It is indeed.
And Vast, your name, is it just Vast on YouTube, or is it? No, it's
Yeah,
probably
Vast on YouTube, and then twitch.tv that dude Vast when I do stream occasionally.
nice. How'd you got Vast? Like just the plain old like Vast? Like, is that the name you got?
Yeah,
I'm surprised it wasn't taken.
yeah. But I've had my YouTube account since 2004.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah.
Damn, YouTube dinosaur right there.
Dude, you could probably sell that name for something.
You could probably sell it for a vast amount of money.
I mean, yeah, I've just used it for the past 15 years, and I made the channel like a couple months ago. So we're chilling though.
Ah, nice. But yeah, I mean, I always wish I got like in on that like early on and got some of those like really good names, because I know some people like even for like any of these social media platforms, people pay insane amounts of money if you've got like someone's first name. Like if you've got like twitter.com/like Tom, that's huge.
Yeah, at one point I actually did have twitter.com/vast, and then I sold it for a good amount of money.
Oh, dude, I believe it. Like that's, yeah.
Like
that's-
we're talking 5 figures type of money.
oh yeah. I mean that.
Damn, that's awesome.
I've
It
heard
was an
yeah.
upcoming rap artist. I'm not sure if he still uses it, but yeah, he bought it for a good amount of money.
Did he get famous?
I think he's like 20,000 followers on it.
Okay, like decent, but that's not probably not worth the money, I guess.
Yeah, it was a label that bought it.
Oh, okay, that makes sense then. So the label bought it for him.
It was like that guy who got
4,000
pizza.com and then
followers.
sold it for like millions.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he has 4,005 followers now.
Okay, so he's like, yeah, that's not many at all.
Yeah. For the amount he paid for it. I'm not going to
Ooh,
disclose
we just
that
got a
live,
global.
but yeah.
Nice. Very
Congrats,
nice.
guys. Yeah.
Thanks.
But
thanks.
like, yeah, I've had the name forever, but some guy messaged me wanting the name, gave me an offer I couldn't refuse. So
Yeah, I mean, I would have sold it, but yeah, real
yeah,
quick.
for sure.
Let me just see. So we got a 70 PED global at Nia's place. Not too bad. That's actually a really good start to a hunt that's only like, I think we're both using 120 PEDs of ammo, so that's pretty good. Also,
Yeah, it's really good.
yeah. Also in Twitch, let's see, LMNCIO08. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask them. I'm sure one of us could answer them for you, because you've got like 3 people here who are pretty decent with like Entropia universe knowledge. I'll just read them off to them.
Yeah, question away.
I've never done it with Twitch where I'm like answering questions and trying to do like talk to. So we'll see how this goes. It's a new trial and error type thing for me.
It will be good practice for you.
Yeah, I think so. Because I've done it like, I've done the team hunts, but usually it ends up with me just sort of ignoring chat, which isn't the best thing to do when you're streaming. Especially when I've got like a slow chat. If things are like flying by, it makes sense. Because I had one stream, I always talk about it, that like 300 people came to, because it was like XQC or someone like that mentioned Entropia Universe, and people just piled in. And then you can't really like, chat just becomes its own thing. Like you can't really answer everything. But at this point, with I think we've got 7 people watching right now, I can answer any of the questions. Hopefully.
If you can't, I can. I've got the chat up on the screen anyway, so
Oh, okay, cool.
if anyone
I do
has any questions, I'll be able to read it out.
Yeah, I do as well. My second monitor, so everything is good.
Oh, nice. All right, cool. Yeah, so he just asked if he can graduate faster. Any tips? But I think for graduation, as far as like everything I've seen, it's just you've just got to really go out there and skill it. Pick one profession and do that. Don't like go between all of them. And I'd say mining or hunting. Don't bother with crafting until you really know the game. I don't know if that sound right to you guys. Anything else you want to add?
Oh yeah, for sure. I'd say the most consistent way to graduate is just to keep on doing what the profession you chose, whether that's hunting or mining. I personally think that hunting is overall better when you're starting off because you get, what am I saying? You get more evade skills, which will help you in your mining journey later down the road. But either than that, yeah.
Yeah, if I can give any advice as well, like when I graduated, I'm guessing graduating from a mentor. When I did it, I got it all done just by literally grabbing those what are they, Terra Master, the things that you use to cut down trees, and I just racked up the resource gathering.
Oh yeah, that's actually a very good way to level your all of your skills overall.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that. But yeah, that is actually probably a good way to do it. You're gonna just end up. I think you don't break even with that. You're gonna lose PEDs for sure, right?
Oh no,
That really
you generally
depends.
break
Sometimes you
even.
don't. Like yeah,
Well,
you do generally break even.
Okay, so yeah, I guess that is the best way to do it then. I didn't even know about that. I've never worked with like the tree gathering stuff.
Yeah. So the tree gathering is very. It used to be way more profitable than it is when housing first came out, but it's still a very good way to skill because it's very, very cheap to do, and you can always just keep on doing just keep on cutting trees and going to the next TP where you know where they are, and then you get very good skill gains from it. I've been told by multiple people it's one of the best ways for the foundation to be. If you strive to be an Uber in this game, it's actually pretty good because you get skill gains from literally everything. You get botany, scientists, all those types of skills from that. So I'd highly suggest trying it.
Yeah, I need to get into
basically, yeah, basically what you do, you go to just a trade terminal, and they're only, I believe, 5 PED each, but you get the, I think it's like a terracotta or a terra something. It's in the tools, but it's basically like this huge double saw-looking thing, and then you equip that, and then you go out, look for trees, and the trees will have a little sort of a gold thing on there, and yeah, the little gold thing will tell you what trees you'll be able to cut, and different levels of trees will give you need different levels of that equipment in order to get like the large or the huge or the medium-sized logs. But you know, the small logs or planks you should still be able to get, you know, pretty easily. And every so often you will quote unquote global, if that makes any sense. You'll, you know, get like 10 times to 20 times the amount that you would normally get.
Damn. I mean, yeah, actually I need to get into that because that like skills all the professions or all the skills that I got like nothing from.
It's one of the best ways to level up, for sure.
Yeah, like I think if I'm looking to hit 100,
cheap.
that's the way to go. Like to hit 100,000 skills, because I think I'm at like 60 right now. But I know I think
it basically balances itself out too if you do it enough. Like personally, what am I? Let me check before. I am level 17 resource gatherer. Yeah, level 17 resource gatherer, and that's basically solely from trees.
Damn, not bad then. Hey, VIK,
It's very, if you're waiting for stuff to go through auction while you're cycling, you can just keep on doing that. That's personally what I do.
Yeah, that makes sense. And that's like a pretty good like AFK type of thing, like watch TV or do your taxes or whatever.
What's up, VK?
Hi. And it's NIIIICK.
Hey man, how's it going?
No, I was talking about someone on the Twitch chat.
Oh yeah, no, I saw him. I think Nick just jumped into the chat, but I don't know if people can hear you because I'm streaming right now. FYI, just Nick, so I'm not sure if your audio's like on par or not because I balanced out these guys.
Gotcha.
I don't know. Someone in chat say if you can hear him or not, because the problem is if I go and like balance everybody out every time they join, because I've got to. So for some reason, Entropia doesn't work with the like, what is it, like the Windows key or something I use to just minimize stuff. Like Entropia Universe, unless I have it in windowed mode or whatever, it just doesn't work. And then the stream just looks all weird. Like I've got to rebalance the whole thing. So if I jump out for Discord, it's gonna like shrink everything.
I feel you. I've seen that on your stream before.
All right. Well, they're saying they can hear you, so all good.
It was like I don't mind turning myself up.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you guys can hear him, if you want him to turn his volume up, just say something. So this is just sort of like a round panel. I guess we're just talking, and me and Scotty _C93 are hunting. And a few people are asking questions. So someone asked what blazer fragments are used for. I think I completely forgot that one. Maybe you guys can get that.
A craft.
They're used for tearing up various things.
Yeah, crafting and tearing up is generally what fragments are used for.
Oh, cool. All right, you guys got it.
Nova fragments specifically are crafting, and then the other fragments, I forget the name, you just said it, are specifically for tearing up.
Yeah, I think the blazer fragments are used for tearing up. And I think they're more rare than the Nova fragments, but I'm not 100% sure.
Well, it's not that they're more rare, it's just they drop from higher level mobs on Cali.
Yeah, but from a position of like someone who wants to tier up like their lower level, like lower gear stuff, then blazer fragments are more rare for them.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I know, like, tiering, I never really got into tiering any of my weapons just because I'm not... Like, enhancers, I hate the way they, like, halfway break, so I don't know anything about that. It's the same, like, tree cutting. I don't even know where to go to find trees.
And thank you, VK, for saying that you love watching my videos. It makes me feel very warm and happy. It warms this somewhat cold Australian soul. It's a bit chilly here.
A bit chilly for Australia. It's probably, like, what? 40, like, what? So it'd be 40 Fahrenheit, like 5 degrees Celsius. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, and I'm also in a room that's pretty much all concrete. My house is built weird. Some parts of it's wood, some parts of it's concrete. It's weird. But, yeah, it's cold in here.
Oh, that's rough. Do you guys usually do, like, concrete houses or wood?
Dude, we do everything. You go up to Kubapedi and there's houses literally built out of the ground, like carved into rock. These people basically live in underground caves. It's amazing.
Really?
Yeah, in Kubapedi you have some houses above ground, but because it gets so hot there, it's a mining town. Because it gets so hot, there are buildings, there are homes that are built in the solid rock, in the earth. It's been carved out. And they're actually pretty good. They stay very cool during... they stay really cool during the summer, and they stay pretty warm during the winter. So it's actually, from an environmental standpoint and also an economic standpoint, because they're very cheap to buy, it's pretty damn good. But you got to live in Kubapedi, which is, like I said, it's a mining town. There's not a lot to do there apart from, well, mining and stuff.
Yeah, but I think
if you like rocks, Kubapedi's cool.
Miners out there make like a good bit, right? Because I know some guys who are out in Perth mining, and they seem to do pretty
Oh
good.
yeah, miners make a shitload of money.
Yeah, because I've got I like to say like they're still out there, but I knew some guys that like when I was just like backpacking around, I met these guys that were like they do like 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, and just fly over to Asia or wherever and just sort of hang out for 2 weeks. But they said it was basically like 24 hours of working, but they get paid like a shit ton for it.
Yeah, you have fly in, fly out workers that yeah, they get paid a very good amount of money, and they are pretty much on 24/7 for a couple of weeks. But then it's the same as working on like a fishing trawler. You're pretty much always working. You are sleeping, of course, but you're pretty much always on. You're basically on call.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. From what they said, basically it was like the internet was so shit out there they couldn't really like they had nothing to do if they weren't working, so they might as well work. Also, VIIICK, that's cool that you got your Xbox remote to work with Entropia. Huh. I guess that
How did you do that?
I thought he was personally. I thought he was talking about Twitch chat to work with the Xbox remote.
Oh,
That's what I read.
Alright, maybe I read that wrong.
But that's how I interpreted it.
VIIICK,
But
do you want to tell
I may be
us?
completely wrong.
No, it says I got my Xbox remote to work with Entropia.
But then he said he's using
yeah.
Steam Big Picture. I guess Big Picture with Steam, that'll do any game. It doesn't have to be a Steam game, right?
You just have to add it to Steam, I guess.
Oh. Also, LMNCO
Yeah.
were on Calypso.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Gotta love Calypso.
Yeah. Actually, though, with the new controls, I could see it working out really well with an Xbox, just the way they set it up. So maybe that's like the whole thing. Yeah. So he said he did get it to work with Entropia Universe. So he actually plays Entropia with like an Xbox controller, which I think previously wasn't possible, but now with all these changes.
Oh yes, this VU16 definitely. I could see that.
Yeah.
That's pretty damn cool. That's actually really cool.
Yeah.
Works good for hunting. It would work really good for hunting, and especially considering Entropia's now moved very much more closer to a first-person shooter-esque sort of style game, or a sort of over-the-shoulder shooter sometimes.
Yeah, the newer players don't know what they had, how they had it, because we used to have a auto use tool. You couldn't just hold the use button. You had to use auto use tool, and then you had to go to the next target and all those other stuff. And they've changed it so for the better.
Yeah. Well,
How amazing is the auto targeting? Auto targeting is so auto tracking is so good.
Oh yeah, that's even better.
Nice.
But I remember back in the day when they had, this was like 2006, 2007, before they even had like auto use for crafting. Like people had to manually click out each like crafting thing that they do, and people would use auto clickers. And Mindark would always say like, you can't do that. Like they never said they'd ban people, but they always said like it counted as an external tool, which meant like they could ban you, and that was always a big deal because you'd see these people on for like 48 hours, and it's like there's no way they're not cheating. Like they're just sitting there right by the crafting terminal.
Yeah, bugger that for a joke. I mean, I wouldn't have been able to do the crafting that I did for like just sitting there, click, click, click. Nah, bugger that.
You guys have obviously never crafted welding wire, because that's still 2007 crafting.
Oh, welding wire?
Because the uses are only the max uses is only 100.
Oh fuck, yeah, that's rough. I know, like yeah, there were some people that they'd all like. I knew one guy who like was manually clicking, and like VIIICK said, like he started having problems with like arthritis and like carpal tunnel and shit. So then he went and used an auto clicker, and like every big crafter back then did it, just because that was the only way to get crafting skills, and like it was just like hell to manually click that one out.
Hey, once we target the next mob, I'll have to hop away for just a quick moment. Just gonna check on my kid, make sure she's doing good. She's playing the Switch, but you know she's sick,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, yeah.
Gotta make sure the child's all good.
No,
Be
no,
back
of
in a sec.
course. Yeah, no worries. I can actually solo Mubu too, so like it's not a huge thing. It's just it's easier to do it with 2 people because you can hit more of them and better chance of getting that. Well, getting another global. We already got that first one. I'll just have to split it with him if I do hit a global. Ooh, and we're being attacked, so that gives me a perfect excuse to do it. K asked if I remember, and there are no storage terminals. I don't know if I played back then. No storage terminals. When does that date back to? That's got to be like 2005, 2004. But yeah, I know like my dark's come like a long way with the game. Like compared to what it used to be, it was just like such a, I don't know. It used to be like such a drag to do some of this stuff. But now it's gotten a lot better. Let's see, are those people attacking?
Praise we had when shrapnel was added into the game. Holy fuck.
Oh yeah, shrapnel. Yeah, I mean no looters even. That used to be like a huge thing, and they sort of got rid of that.
I fucking hated no looters.
Yeah,
because now at least even if you get .001 PEDs, you're still getting loot.
Yeah, well, I just like to know that I actually, because it used to be like you get a no looter and you'd have to look down to see if the system even registered it or if like something was wrong with the game and you'd just been disconnected. Because I've had that happen where it's like I'd spend all this, like I'd kill like 10 mobs in a row, no loot, then I'd look down and realize like something's off and I've just been disconnected from the server or something weird. And Viak saying that's like 04.
Yeah, 04? Yeah, I personally didn't play then. So
yeah, I wasn't playing in 04. Like that was, I don't even know if I had my own computer in 04. I might have been using like the family PC at that time.
I was playing RuneScape in 04.
Oh,
you know.
Yeah, I used to play RuneScape. Yeah.
Who wasn't playing RuneScape in 04? Let's be real.
Yeah, I think.
Me.
Oh, really? I started playing RuneScape in like, I think it came out, what, 2002? 2001?
Like, 01, yeah.
Yeah, like I was in it.
It came out real early.
Yeah, because I remember it was like a huge game. Like everybody was playing it. I started playing right like 6 months after it came out, and literally just, I mean, we used that instead of like AIM almost. AOL Instant Messenger for those of you guys.
Yeah, everybody played that game instead.
Yeah.
Because the whole logic was why would you sit in a chat room when you could be playing a video game at the same time?
Yeah. That was like way back.
Yeah.
And like there's actually an old school RuneScape mobile app, and because the engine was used for 2001 and 2006 computers, it uses like barely any mobile data because it's still on the same.
It was built for dial-up
engine. It was built for dial-up, so like 1,000 hours in like a month or whatever, like just on your phone, it doesn't even use 100 megabytes because it was built for dial-up.
Damn. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I love old school RuneScape. But then again, you got old school, and then you have old school. So you know, really depends. You got the old like
you
2D
got
drawing
RuneScape
one.
Classic, and then you got old school RuneScape, which isn't as old school as it used to be. But we're in an Entropia stream, so I'm all for talking about Entropia during an Entropia stream.
Most people don't care, I think. Like as long as it's just
for sure.
Running through.
As long as content is there, it's all that matters, right?
Yeah. As long as like the conversation keeps flowing, it's all good usually. Cause I mean, there's like 7 people in, so it's not like a huge stream, but it's nothing. It's not too small. It's not like when we did the subscriber team hunts. That's always like people tune in, and then when they realize it's just like too chaotic, they'll just sort of duck out.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's just it's just a few people just chilling, hanging out at the end of the day.
Yeah. No, with the last hunt, we were doing like Eamon, so it was like everything had to be sort of coordinated. And the problem there is just, it's not good for streaming just because like there's no like conversation. It's more like calling things out, like being all right, you shoot now, like let's get far enough back, this and that's going on, and then by the time I look at the
you guys
stream,
are just doing ambush. I mean, that's one thing. Well, when you guys are doing bigger mobs.
yeah, exactly. Actually, I've got a heal here. I'm like slowly losing health, but very slowly.
Oh, Nick. I don't know where you're at, but never mind. You should get. You should try to get around. Do you think you could kill a level 3 a mob with 320 HP?
320. Oh, Nick.
No, Nick. No.
Probably.
Yeah.
Because I think you should, if you're looking for paramedic skills, you should be doing the long tooth adolescents, because they give really good rewards, and they have 320 HP.
Yeah, I've killed a few of them around.
Chug's hideout is where you should be. And like you were looking for healing skills, that will boost you up, because I did those when they first came out. I went from level 7 paramedic to almost level 12, just from doing the three of those when migration first came out. So, and I think they buffed the rewards since then.
Yeah, with the missions, that could be pretty good.
Yeah, they're definitely. I saw somebody in my society talk about that earlier, that they went from level 1 to like 9 doing the first 3 of them, just paramedic. But they only chose the first aid skill. So
I'm also curious, are most people on your streams newer or older to the game?
it's generally a mix.
Yeah, like mine's. Oh, that wasn't a bad loot either. We got like I got like 7 or something PDs. But yeah, my stream's pretty mixed. Like a lot of these players have been around like older, and it's names I recognize. They sort of like jump in and out, and then there's a lot of new players who come in and they'll just want to ask like a few questions or figure out what the game's all about. I think if you look at my videos, usually like any of the videos that like rank pretty high for Entropia Universe, those views all come from like new players. Whereas like the average sort of like Entropia Universe
25
hunt,
PED.
yeah,
Hining.
yeah.
You used to do a shit ton of mining.
Oh yeah.
That's all you used to do.
Yeah,
on your YouTube channel.
Yeah, I got way more into hunting recently, but yeah, any of those like 25, 100 PED hunts or whatever it is, that's probably going to be more of like older players just tuning in so they have something to listen to while they're playing type of thing. Or newer players doing the same thing, but it's not like, usually they're not super new.
Gotcha. Very interesting.
Feel free to comment in the chat.
But like when somebody asks a question, we try to at least say something in the most new player friendly approach, I guess.
Yeah.
So everybody would understand.
Yeah, like that's pretty much always been my approach to YouTube. I do a lot of like how-to videos and stuff like that for just every game I play pretty much. So like I think my channel overall is like fairly well like geared towards newer players. I know with the Rust things, people said that all the videos I did were like a little too new, whereas like a lot of these guys who want the story, they sort of understand the dynamics of the game before they even watch the video, so they don't want to be told it again.
I mean, yeah, I've always been under the old Japanese proverb, teach a man to fish. I mean, give a man a fish, he eats for a day. Teach a man to fish, he eats for a lifetime. I've always known that, and that's part of the reason why I made my YouTube channel.
Yeah, like even and also LMNCO, welcome to Entropia. He said he's newer. He's been playing for 2 weeks. So welcome to the game.
Nice.
Well, welcome, man.
Yeah, welcome. New blood. It's very good to have you here, and I hope you enjoy the game.
Yeah,
The
hopefully
only
you
thing I
like
can
it.
say being new is don't take it too fast.
Oh yeah.
And don't take it too seriously either. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a game. If you come in wanting to make money, it's not good. But if you come in just looking for a free MMO sci-fi game to play, then Entropia is pretty damn good in that respect.
Yeah, exactly.
Elementia, we're gonna have to teach you the ways, man, because the trade terminal is not where it's at.
Yeah, like, so with loot, like, the first thing you should be doing here, I'm going to go in my inventory and show this to him real quick, is if you go to your loot, you're going to see the shrapnel. You should never sell that to the terminal. You can convert it to ammo. The ammo is going to be untradeable, but you can use that to mine or to shoot stuff. So, like, it's universal, can be used with, like, pretty much anything that uses ammo or probes. So, like, that's the first thing you want to do. And then as far as like trading stuff, usually if you can find a trader, they'll pay you something above the trade terminal value. So like if you go in here, right, and you click on this, you can see the market value, and that'll tell you, like, I'm looking at a Mubalak skin, so the weekly value for that's 103%. So if you find a trader, they might give you like 101% of it for it, and then they're going to stack it up, but that'll get you like a few extra PECs or PEDs, and then you can sort of build your stack from there, and eventually you're going to get to the point where you're looking for like higher markup stuff. I don't know if I have any of it, but like, yeah, you can see strong cloth extractor. That's 182% weekly, 135% monthly. So like I could probably get 135% for it, but it has a little.
Yeah, but the thing about the extractors is that most of the time they are you need to sell them in huge quantities to even get that kind of markup.
Yeah.
Because they're worth 0.01 PEDs generally.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Some of this stuff has a markup.
You'd have to get like 500 of them to sell it. To sell for that kind of markup.
Yeah, like what I do is I have like a collection of just everything in my storage, but that requires you to have like PEDs that you can just sort of sit on and let them sit there. If you don't have that, you might be able to find a trader who would buy them all for like 101 to like 105%.
Yeah, the starting area at Camp Icarus, there's people that will buy your loot, and there's also a city called Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
Which you probably won't have the TP yet, since you're newer to the game, but you should find that because that's where all the good traders are.
Yeah, Twin Peaks tends to be the best place to go to meet that. Let me show you where it is right here. So if you look right here, this is Twin Peaks on my map. So if you zoom in, you're gonna see, let me see, like right next to this lake here. So it's sort of like, I think it's directly west of Port Atlantis by this lake.
Oh yeah, the thing about the blazer fragments is that they drop, and they're used for stuff, but they're worth nothing in TT value. So like that's why it's 160,000% markup, because it's like 0.0001 TT value. So like you can probably get some for 10 peta if you have 1,000 of them.
And something interesting that you'll like to know about the shrapnel as well is a 1 PED worth of shrapnel. Even though you could sell it and get the 1 PED, you can convert it and get 1.01 PED worth of universal ammo. So it converts to you get 101 for every 100 instead. So it's a slightly better ratio. So there's really no point in selling it to a trade terminal when you can just convert it and get extra. So like if you had like 100 PEDs worth of shrapnel, you convert it and you get 101 PEDs worth of universal ammo. That makes sense.
And you can just keep on shooting with that. So that's one of the great things about this game.
I pulled 2 by accident. My bad.
No, that was my fault. I shot 2, and then like I hit F to shoot, and then I hit 8 to I wanted to target it for you, and it accidentally switched mobs, so I pulled 2 in. That was my bad. I was gonna say something about that after you got done talking.
It's cool. We're good enough to deal with it. We're big game hunters. We're fine.
Yeah, we've both got ghost armor, so like that can eat up quite a bit of like the Mubalak's like hit.
Yeah, I'm loving the ghost armor. It's amazing.
Oh yeah, like it's such a good like all around armor where like anything that isn't like a robot that's under maybe level 30, you can take a good few hits from it. So like if you have the right gun, you'll be able to hunt whatever. Oh, so he does have Twin Peaks. Cool. That's actually a pretty good mentor
yeah.
if he got you Twin Peaks.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a great mentor. Because I like doing that kind of stuff because some mentors will just try to get the reward from you, and if you quit, you quit.
Yeah, my
Whereas-
mentor did that. He just he just told me what to do and then just left me to my own devices. Didn't really help me at all.
Yeah, personally, I've seen it with I took on Goku as a mentor. I mean, as a disciple. The guy in our Discord,
Yeah.
and he's been constantly asking me questions and everything, and I've been trying to explain to him in the best ability I can. But sometimes you just can't explain things to people if they don't want to be explained to. I
Yeah.
found. Not saying anything towards him, but there's just certain things that
Yeah, it's some.
you really can't explain to people.
Yeah, like it's a hard game. Like some things you've just got to like learn, and like I think
Oh
the,
yeah, for sure.
yeah, like the biggest thing is a lot of new players, they come into the game and they think they're gonna make money, and they think that like if you're, they think I'm making a ton of money. Like they'll see the loot that I get and they think that that's all profit, and it's like, well, there's decay, there's ammo spent, and all that, and they're like, well, yeah, but it's a huge number, and it's like, well, yeah, but it's a huge number that was spent to get that. It's the same with a lot of miners get this, right? Like they'll use amps and all that, and they'll be getting these huge globals, and people think because they're using probes and like, while it's 1 PED to drop the probes, it's always 1 PED to drop the probes or whatever it is, that like it's sort of equal and they're just doing better. But it's like in reality they're using an amp
But
to
then
add.
they're using
Yeah,
a 1,000,000,000% markup on the and then
Yeah.
like that those level 13 amps are always gonna, jeez, they spend so much money. You'll see people who drop a probe and they get a global every single time, but you know why? Because they're spending enough to
yeah,
get to that point. Or
Yeah,
like,
like-
you'll see people with like explosive projectiles crafting and go, oh, they're getting a global every 2 seconds. And they want to start doing it, but they don't realize the implications of it.
yeah,
Yeah, my advice is don't chase the global, chase the markup. If you can find a decent mob that drops something pretty regularly with a decent markup, and I'm talking like 110, 120 minimum for that item,
yeah.
then I'd chase that rather than the global.
And that being said, those Mind Art has and will change loots on a random basis.
They will
So, like, a
indeed.
prime
So you
example-
gotta write shit down. Write shit
So
down.
like a prime example of that would be tabs in Toulon, 10 HP mob. For the longest time, they were 180% markup, and they dropped them like candy. They were called basic leather extractors, and you could get them for like every other drop was it was like getting shrapnel from them. But then they changed it a couple months ago, and people were like outraged about it. But then the Toulon devs were like, "Oh, we didn't change anything. Mind Art can do whatever they want with the loot table."
Yeah. No, I mean, it makes sense. Like, they've got to balance it. Because what
yeah,
happened...
but it was like that for years.
Yeah.
Is the thing.
No, I mean, I know, like, they like, mining, they always change. Like, you'll find an area, and you're like, this is dropping good ores. And after, like, years of doing the same thing, you go to a place and just, it's no longer looting it. Like, I've had that happen to me before. It's definitely... I mean, you
can see it more
Yeah.
prevalently with mining, I feel like.
Yeah.
But like hunting, like if you know that one mob that always hits it, and when you go there one day and they stopped looting it in general, it really, it's like, wow, okay.
Yeah, it throws people off because a lot of people think that the mining like table, or not mining, they think that like the mob loot tables are sort of set in stone, and they really aren't. At least I don't think they are.
I mean, like the Monrean people, the
I got some
Monrean
fruit.
team
I saw that
So
actually.
the Monrean team have showed every single drop on the thing, so I'm not entirely sure because I know Monria, every mob has a drop table, but I'm not sure if that's a community effort or if that's actually the community, because it's the community manager, Darkmoon Enigma, who's posted it.
Huh.
So I don't know if it was a
Huh.
community effort or if it was actually a
Interesting.
what's it called?
If it, yeah, like the devs released it, sort of thing, right?
Yeah, because I couldn't really tell you because it was the community manager doing it, and she's done more than just that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I always thought it was that the players had to come up with that stuff. I didn't think the community
Yeah.
could.
Well, I hope it's a community effort because them just saying, okay, this mob drops this rarely.
Yeah, like I think I think at one point I know someone from Mindark. This was like 10, 12 years ago. They said like every item has a chance of dropping, even if that item's technically discontinued. But statistically, it's like 1 in a trillion, maybe. Right? It's like it's never gonna drop, but it's still.
Like you can get a like there's some things that are exclusive, like strongbox rings. Like the Summer Ring 2018 is never going to drop from a puny.
Yeah.
But a Nemesis piece or like a Perseus piece might drop from it. Just a 1 in a trillion chance.
Oh,
that being said, I just got a Silent Global on it, Oombas.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I just got some Nemesis thigh guards.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's see the markup on these. Oh, it's unlimited? I think I may just keep this myself.
Oh, that's gonna be some nice markup on that. Also,
very nice. Very nice.
Oh, this is a plus 240. Holy shit.
Yeah, no, that's the big one. Like, those are expensive sets of armor to get.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm keeping this though for now. Because it's easier to sell things in full sets.
Yeah,
Speaking of
it's hard to get.
Unlimited versus limited.
Yeah, I was in what? Go ahead, man. Sorry.
You talked about somebody trying to sell a $35,000 chip.
What chip? Yeah.
Something. It was on one of your videos.
Mine or
Cereals.
Cereals.
Oh, was it the one where I just
know.
went through auction and talked about like the crazy amounts people are selling things for?
Yeah, but one of them was a family trying to sell a $35,000 chip from somewhere. Their son had bought it, and something had happened either to the son or to the family. They couldn't have it anymore.
Oh, yeah, like I just sorted in auction by like most expensive. Yeah, I didn't know the backstory behind that. I've heard like some people have said that. Like I know this was a while back. I think someone's like wife or parents came on and they basically spent all of their money in Entropia and they were trying to just liquidate the account. But the guy had like he bought, I think maybe he was autistic. Like he bought an unlimited amp for mining that cost I don't know how much. Yeah.
What amp do you remember?
Oh, I don't. It was an amp.
Was it an 8 or was it like a 5?
No. It was like a big one. Like he thought.
Yeah,
that
the biggest one that's been discovered is an 8.
Maybe it was a 5. I know it was like the amount that he'd spent on that was. I don't know who would.
Yeah, even a level 5 unlimited amp can go upwards of $10,000.
Yeah, like he'd spent a crazy amount on it, and it's. I don't know.
Alimencio, how much do you spend to kill one mob? If you're asking me, it costs me about for what I'm hunting right now, it costs me about 2.5 PEDs to kill one mob.
Yeah, I think like what me and Scotty are doing, we're probably spending like 1 to 2 PEDs each to kill these Amubu. Probably yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, it's nothing crazy, but it's not like no amount. So when you see like me get like a PED of loot, that's pretty much like break even. Anytime I'm getting under that, I'm losing money. Anytime I'm getting like above 2, I'm probably making a little bit. Obviously, like globals, we're still making money on. That's why we're not globaling every other kill. If you're globaling every other kill, you're probably spending over 50 PEDs to get those kills.
Oh yeah, like if you're there are mobs that global every single time, but it also costs you 50 PEDs to kill that mob. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it's it can be kind of misleading sometimes with the globals and things like that. Putting down a shitload of money to get back sometimes less than what you put in, even though it globaled. It's can be very deceiving sometimes.
sometimes.
All right, all the time.
Link me the gun you use, and I'll let you know exactly how much it spends per shot.
It's AR Matrix LR20. Real quick, I'm gonna run to the bathroom, but you can keep talking or killing or whatever. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. All right, same to all you guys in chat. I'll be
Yeah,
back
I think
in 2
with the
minutes.
LR20, it
Well, not even
costs
less.
around about 12 PEC per shot. So if something takes around like 10 shots to, become unalived, then it's like a 1.2 PED to make that thing no longer breathing.
Well, at Elemencio 08, it could 5 PEDs, depending on how you play, could last you anywhere. If you're killing punies or like small creatures like exos, that could, if you're converting Shrap and trying to sell to traders, that could probably last you a good 10, 20 hours gameplay if you did it right. But like when you get to our level and you're trying to hunt bigger things, 5 PEDs is like a shot. Or like a mob sometimes. It just depends. Like
Yeah,
when
but even that being said though, like even like being a higher level, dude, there's no reason why you can't decide, I'm gonna spend 20 PED and just go and hunt like level 3, like level 2, level 3 mobs for the next couple of hours just to kill time. Because I mean,
Oh
like,
yeah, for sure. I do that all the
yeah,
time.
it's
Because-
great. It's good fun.
Yeah, because you could either what's it called? You could either spend 20 PEDs in like 20 minutes, or you can spend 20 PEDs and have 3 hours of fun. It just depends on what you want. But that
And the
being
little
said,
mobs do global as well.
Oh,
So
yeah.
at the end of the
Yeah,
day, it comes down to the amount that you spend versus what you get back. So if you I've hunted in Camp Icarus, and at one point I spent it was something stupid, like only like 4 PC killing a one of the Codoturgus punies, but I got like 10 PED back, which is great, because then that pays for like the next 4 hours of killing those guys. It's great. Good job, Elemencio. Good job. It's always good when you get those globals. Even like if you're hunting like low level mobs, the globals do tend to be higher. And the good thing about the low level mobs is you're able to cycle through those mobs a lot quicker.
way much cheaper. Yeah.
And it's way cheaper too, yeah. And you're able to cycle through them a lot more quickly. So the mob that might potentially have that global, you are able to find that mob a little bit quicker. You have more of a chance to get that global. It's all a numbers game at the end of the day.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
In the middle of a kill here, too. Let's see if this is a global.
That'd be so funny if you came back
It
and
wasn't.
you guys got
Yeah.
a hoth.
It
We
wasn't.
actually had somebody leave our party earlier right before we globaled. like one mob.
Ooh. Like,
He's pretty soft.
Dude, if he left his party like a couple times before, I generally, if they have to go, I give them at least some back, because they would have gotten at least some back if we were in their team.
Oh yeah, I mean that's
But,
fair. If it's 1 or 2 after.
Oh yeah, but if it was like an hour after, no.
Yeah, and it also depends on like how much people are spending too, because I mean, like sometimes when I do these hunts with newer players, it's like they'll be spending like 10 PECs a kill. So if I global, I might just not even be breaking even yet, and they want to split it 50-50. I'm like, that's not how that works.
Wait, so I used a gun that cost me 3 PDs to kill, but you used a 0.1 PCs to kill? I think I should get more that current split, right? But the whole thing is if you guys are using the exact same loadout.
Yeah, or close even. Like if they're using.
Oh yeah, like if one person is using an LR-15 and the other is using an LR-20, that ammo burn is very close.
Yeah, exactly. Or like even now when we're hunting, like Scotty's using LR-20, I'm using an LR-20 with an amp. Like that's so, we're gonna end up with like 100 and probably
that amp. Yeah, that amp probably has like 100. Adds 100 ammo burn to it.
Yeah.
If not.
Yeah, it's not much.
Not less. So.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's just not it's not worth splitting hairs over a couple of PCs,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I wouldn't suggest you go there. Well, I think they're at Nia's place, right? You can go there to sweat. Just sweat. Like that's a good place to sweat for sure. But like, killing ambus, those are like 1,000 HP mobs, man.
Yeah.
You can probably barely kill a 50 HP mob right now. If we're gonna be honest, if you've been playing for 2 weeks, now it's not something you can't strive for. You can get there within maybe 5 to 6 months if you play consistently and you want to keep getting to that point. But I wouldn't try to go there next week because it's not going to happen. This is a very slow game.
Do you deposit Elementia? Are you a depositor?
Oh yeah, I should say that too. If you could easily get there in a month or two if you deposit.
Yeah, also, actually, I know you mentioned for sweating, but I think everybody moved to Club Royal now. I don't know why or what happened.
They're all at Club Royal.
Oh, really? My bad.
More or less.
Sorry. I haven't. Or, do people still go to OLA 42?
Is that Nia's? Or what's OLA 42?
No idea.
42 is the Sweat Support Initiative by Big Industries. I think somebody was talking about it earlier.
Yeah, I think that's where everybody goes now.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think that's Club Royal.
That is Club Royal.
Oh, is it? Okay, did they just change the name? Like I have not sweat Calypso in a minute, so I don't know. Nia's place used to be a big place for sweating.
Yeah, the last video I did, I was talking about that, how Nia's used to be like this huge place, and now it's just sort of dead. Well, there's no one sweating here anymore. It's just you come here to hunt.
Do you not know how to sweat Elementio? Or is that what you said? Not yet, because I don't know how to. Is that what you mean?
You don't know how to sweat? Go to your tool and find the thing that says Vibrant VSE Mark 1 and right click and press equip, and you can go up to any mob and you can sweat it.
You won't get many bottles of sweat, but you will you'll get skills, which is always good, and you will be able to sell the bottles of sweat in a stack of about 1,000. Right now the market is absolute crap and it's only selling for about 1 PED. But if you're if you're hunting low level mobs, if you're able to sell like 2,000 bottles of sweat and get a couple of PEDs, it might work out well for you. But if you're but he might also be saying that he might not be a depositor. But if yeah,
Yes.
we'll just see what he says back from that.
Yeah, sweating's tough. Like when I did
It
it,
used to be so much better.
yeah, when I did it, it was selling for so much. That's why, like, everybody who says, "Oh, you should start over from scratch and try being a non-depositor," I'm like, I'd quit. I would not play this game if I was starting now and I was not depositing. It's just not worth.
I'd
my
rather
time.
smash my face into a concrete wall than
Yeah.
try to play this game from scratch without depositing.
I mean,
Well, I
I'm
only
gonna be-
started like 4 years ago.
Yeah,
You know, I only.
Okay,
Let me
so-
say this though. If you like right before you go to bed, you just turn Entropia on, you go to a place where you can sweat, and you just right click a mob, you can get maybe 100 sweat off that mob. And if you do that every
not
night,
always.
that's equivalent to having an Arcadia Underground. But yeah, not always, no.
yeah.
Is it though? Like, it's not the equivalent because I could, I have art deeds myself, and I'd have to go to a specific place in Calypso to do it, and have to log in too. With Arcadia Underground deeds, I don't have to log in. I can just right click the collect button every so often if I need more PDs.
That's true. It does take a little bit more effort, but it's
Oh
still
yeah,
nice,
yeah,
right?
and it also requires you to be in a specific planet, where some people don't go to specific places.
Hey, Elementio, you should try to you should look for fruit and stuff. You should look for fruit and stones and stuff. Like, if you're just chilling, listening to music, getting fruit and stone is more profitable than sweating because you can sell it on the auction house, and you can like assess what the price is going for, so you don't get kind of done in like 2.5k sweat and someone bought it for 1.5. Damn, man. Damn.
Yeah.
Wait, you
What?
got scammed, bro. like,
Yeah.
it's
It should be
Wait.
at least 2.5 PDs that you get for 2.5k of sweat, I think. And that's like, I mean, that's
Yeah, there's
so
no
much
way.
effort for so little
Yeah.
stuff, too.
Totally agree.
yeah, and then that took them a while
Yeah.
to get that 2.5, because when you're a new player, you get sweat less often than the what am I saying? The higher your sweat level, the easier it is to get sweat.
Yeah.
Like, I did,
yeah.
I looked for fruit for about. I think I looked for fruit for about 9 hours, and I ended up getting enough fruit to sell for around 7 or 8 PED. So, yeah, I'd search for fruit and stones rather than sweating these days.
Ooh.
But
Scotty, I don't think you're aware of the change, man.
I'm
So
what
afraid
you can
happened? What
run-
happened?
Yeah, so you can run and get fruit and stones now. So it tanked the market. It went from 7 to 8
Okay.
for 1,000. It's 3 to 4 for 1,000.
Bull crap. Really?
Yeah.
I'm about to go full Australian on Mind Dark. I swear to Ludius. I'm gonna go full Australian on them.
Yeah,
Oh.
this has been like a couple of months though, so it's fairly recent.
Alright, so let's talk about oil.
Yeah,
What
and
kind of oil?
yeah,
There's
nah.
so much oils, but we could talk about just straight oil, animal pancreas oil, animal muscle oil.
No
we
matter
can
what
talk
type
about
of oil it is, the U.S. is going to invade and take it. Just be okay with that.
Calypso needs some freedom.
Exactly. Exactly. It needs to be more capitalistic.
I'd say it's pretty capitalistic already. I mean,
I
Oh,
think
yeah,
it's
yeah, I
more
know.
socialism. I think it's more socialistic because, you know, everything goes to Mind Dark.
Yeah.
We're just happy to work.
I guess that is kind of true.
But yeah, like oil, the markup on all that stuff is so low. Like, I know a lot of people go to these oil rigs to get oil, and it's like, you're not going to get that much. There's so many people there. If they don't kill you, like, chances are there's just so many people, no one wants to bother killing them all because it would cost too much. Like, yeah.
Oh man. So that was story. So I was trying to teach Goku about stuff, and he's like, hey man, I found this oil rig. I said, cool. Could you take me to it? I'm like, I'm not going to subject you to that.
Nice loot. Sorry,
what
That was a
did
nice drop.
we got like what? I got like 20 PDs there.
Oh no, I know, but like
No. Our loot just now. Sorry.
Yeah, we
not-
just got a good loot.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
Continue with your story.
congrats
Sorry,
on
I
the
just
global
interrupted
war.
you there to talk about it.
Oh no, you're fine. I thought you said you got 20 PEDs of oil there. I was like, what? Okay, cool.
Way back in like
like-
2008, maybe, but not anymore.
You made a
Yeah,
video
so-
about that recently, didn't you, Serial?
I know he had one in like 2016, something like that.
Yeah, I visit every so often, but like I don't think I've picked up oil there in any of these videos. Anyways, go ahead.
Yeah.
Matt, sorry.
So he was like, "Oh man, you can get free oil on the ground here." I'm like, "Yeah, you can, but you're gonna get one shot by an Uber." So what's an Uber? Somebody that can kill you in one shot with 400,000 skill total.
Big
Or
dude
more.
with big guns.
Yeah,
That's
basically.
yeah.
That's exactly what I tried to tell him. Like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, cool. And he'll take everything you have on you too. So if I do take you here,
No,
oh, wait.
it's not lootable.
no, it's not lootable. It's not lootable. I think I was telling him that about space.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because he was trying to get me to take him somewhere. I'm like, yeah, I can take you there, but just because I kind of want to go to Monteria too. But that doesn't mean that I can. That you should put stuff in storage. You said, why? I said, it's lootable. People can just steal your things. That's not fun.
Almost every time I've gone to space, I've died to a pirate.
Exactly. And then some people get lucky and never touch a pirate.
Yeah.
But like somebody who like I'm a pilot for the Cronin. So like I see them every day. Whether like I don't have warp capabilities because I haven't gone to that point in staff,
Yeah.
but like they only trust the best of the best with warp permissions anyway. But like you can like if we have enemy motherships that I won't get into it on stream, that if we see them we just instantly go on live chat or something and text the owner just to make sure, hey, what should we do? Like it's a very cliquish system.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I
And
believe
I'm
it.
not
Sorry, I was
but I'm
changing
not
guns.
going to. Yeah, oh no, you're fine. I'm just not going to get into it right now because there is 12 people on the stream, and if I keep on talking, there's going to be
Yeah.
more questions that I can't answer.
Yeah, no, I know how that is. There's always, like, every now and then people message me about stuff that they want me to, like, every now and I think maybe, like, every couple months, someone on Discord will message me about some drama they want me to cover, and I'm like, like, that, I don't
I
even
try
know.
with my content. I try not to do
Yeah.
anything
No, I'll
related to
usually,
drama.
yeah, I usually try and avoid
'Cause-
it.
I
Hey,
just
Dr.
play games.
Zerifly, what's up? How you doing, man?
We're just here to play games.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Zero Fly, how's it going? He just joined the stream. But yeah, no, there is like if
Who are
get-
you calling a lady? I am a woman. You scum.
Now you've messed. No. But yeah, no. There's like a lot of drama with Entropia just because of the real money involved. So like people like they really do get into it when you get to a higher level because there's all these different people that have played for so long and they've got like 10, 20, 30, $40,000 invested and they've been ripped off for 5 of it by this guy who they trusted or it gets crazy. And like if you dive into it, it's so hard to figure out who's right or wrong because some of this stuff goes back like 10 years.
Yes, because some of it goes back 15 years, and you're like, what's?
Yeah, like I've got like
like,
people
okay,
that I
so
don't
you-
work with anymore just because like 10 years ago they screwed me over and they knew what they were doing. But it's like now they're probably a whole different person now. Like I'm not gonna talk about that because it's just so old, you know.
Yeah. I don't trade with some people either. And then when I started my YouTube channel, people started stop trading with me because they didn't want certain things to be kept. They wanted certain things to be kept a secret.
Yeah, I mean that's it. Like I would say too, like if you tell me any secret, I'm probably gonna talk about it on like YouTube. So Ubers just tend to like avoid telling me anything. If they figure out like a system, they'll just be like, "I've got a system, but you're not getting told about it," which is fair.
I can definitely
Don't do secrets. Secrets are secrets will be broken, and secrets will break. That's why whenever I have a concept, I will put it out there to the public, just because, well, okay, the way I like to see it, right, it's just a bit of fun, right? If I discover something that's really good for me, it's probably going to be really good for everyone else. What's good for everyone else will really, really piss off mine up. And it's just a game at this point.
Thank you. Yes, exactly.
Oh, and Zero Fly, glad you could finally make it to a stream. Like I used to, I think 6 months, no, a year ago. There's some point where I was streaming more like every week. But yeah, recently, like if you subscribed in the last year, probably in the last 6 months, I've had 5 streams for you to catch. So I'm glad you could finally make it. But yeah, I do it so little.
Hey, Elementio, while you're leveling up, it's best for you to just wait it out, just chill out, watch the stream while you heal up, because it's hard to, unless you get somebody else to heal you while you're standing in Camp Icarus or whatever. It's worth it just to wait it out, because you're gonna spend more money than you're making right now into trying to heal up when you're that new to the game.
Do you follow me on YouTube, Dr. Zero Fly? Do you do that as well?
Oh,
because if you don't, you really should.
Oh, and me too, by the way. But Nick C. Wanda, they're using LR20s.
Yeah,
LR Matrix LR20s.
Also, thanks for following.
Hey, Nick C. Wanda.
All right, so he's following me on YouTube, I guess. But yeah, Scotty actually does some good stuff too. Same with Vast. So they're definitely worth following on YouTube. I think they both have Twitch, but don't do it a ton, just like me. But yeah, YouTube, you're gonna find some good content out of like most of the. I think Nick, you don't have a YouTube channel, right?
Yeah, Nick's a newer player. He's just looking for information.
Okay, yeah. So like the three of like me, Scotty, and Vast, you can find some good stuff on YouTube between all of us.
Yeah, and pretty soon here I'll be only on Calypso Companion.
Oh, nice.
Because brand deals. So.
And I do a mixed bag of stuff. I don't just play Entropia. I do a whole bunch of different stuff.
Yeah, and then Serial, if you've been following his, he also does a little bit of Rust too.
Ooh. Nice. We got decent loot there. That was what, like 10 PDs almost, I think.
No, I got a regen chip 6.
Nice. Is it L or unlimited? Scotty, I'll buy it right now. Is it L or unlimited?
Yeah, it's L.
Oh, never mind. Okay. If it was unlimited, I would have bought it like right then and there.
Still a nice one though.
Oh yeah, for sure. I just
yeah, unlimited would be.
Oh yeah. So like, I just sold my 2350, so I'm trying to find a better chip. Because right now I have a regen chip 3, and it's just not as good as it was, as my mod 2350 was.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's better stuff than I use, so I can't even say anything. Also, guys, Zero Flat said if you drop a link to YouTube and my Twitch, he'll give you guys like subs. So like, feel free to do that.
Oh yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah. Some people don't want to like links dropped in Twitch, but I really don't care. I don't think Twitch cares either.
Yeah. It's just privacy reasons generally.
Yeah. Well, same with Discord too. If you guys want to drop your own like channels or link to videos, like always feel free to do it. Just try not to use the like @everyone thing, because that like notifies a ton of people. I use that maybe for like 1 or 2 videos a month that I'm really trying to get noticed, or if I'm doing like a team hunt or something like that. But it's like,
yeah. I told Nick about that. Not problem.
Oh yeah. It's not a big deal if someone does it once, but every now and then, like, you just, because I think I could disable it, but I figure like
you can. You definitely can.
Like some people use it. Like I don't mind if it's someone who's like if you used it once in a while, if you're trying to get like a video heard, that's fine. Just if you use it for every video.
Oh hell no, yeah. I know not to do that, but like still.
And Zero Fly, I have a Discord. If you go to my YouTube channel, it's just there's a ton of links down at the bottom, like Patreon, Twitch, YouTube, all that. One of them is going to be Discord. You can just click that and join. Like, ton of people always talking about Entropia Universe on there. So like it's a good source of knowledge.
Yeah, I try not to like promote my stuff too much on other people's stuff. It's yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. Like I really don't care. As long as you're sharing stuff that's like somewhat relevant. If you're dropping a video to something about like some conspiracy theory video, only I'm allowed to do that. But if it's Entropia or something, that's cool.
Well, what if it's
Entropia conspiracies? Then you can use the @everyone tag.
I'm not gonna use the @everyone anyway, unless I become an admin of your server, and I have something. An event or something that we're gonna do, maybe I'd add everyone.
Yeah.
Other than that, no.
Yeah, like I don't know. Overall, like as long as it's because just since there's so many people, it's like because I know on other servers I hate it when they're always like @everyone, even if it's just like a small community, because you get that like one pop up. I've got to search to see where they called it out, and then it's like, oh, it's not like anything important.
Yeah, @everyone should be something that everybody needs to see, not, oh look guys, how do I do this?
Yeah. But it's hard because every server has its own
not
rules.
specifically calling you out, by the way, Nick, but that was just weird. I'd never seen somebody do that before. I'm like, okay.
No, like it's it's fine, but I think. In the past, I've had issues where literally there was someone who's doing it like every day, and I'm like, dude, I'm gonna have to kick you if you keep doing this. Like, you can't just keep pinging people.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh no, seriously, don't worry about it.
That was just for a friend.
Yeah,
I didn't want him to like get rid of 5,000 sweat for no reason.
Oh yeah, no, it's not like a big deal. It's just something to talk about.
If anything, it just makes the Twitch stream more interesting.
Yeah.
Because we're keep on talking.
I don't know about you guys, but let me know if you guys feel the same way, right? I feel weird approaching people to do like things like this, right? Like me and Cyril have done a hunt once before, and we've done we've chatted and stuff. But I feel not uncomfortable, but I feel weird whenever I get not promoted, but like when people come to my channel from someone else's channel. And it's not because like I know there's no like it's all in good fun, right? People sharing different content and things like that, but oh shit,
we got global there.
Congrats, guys.
Nice. That was good. But I feel alright, it's gonna sound weird. I worry that the people that I will meet, like doing YouTube and Twitch and things like that help me out, I worry that they're going to think that they're being used for me to meet that end. Does anyone else feel like uncomfortable getting other people to like do shout outs and stuff?
Oh, if anything, it's a collaboration for a lot of those collabs for YouTube are going to be, or like Twitch, are going to be things like, okay, well, we're going to bring my followers and your followers together. And we'll see. It's not really anything personal. I don't think it's more of a, it's more of a marketing and like making friends in the community, if anything, because you want to be able to have friendships with your other content creators. Because if the entire community is just beef, what's the point?
Yeah, like when I do something like
Oh,
this,
yeah,
like
but-
that's
yeah.
like I don't consider that to be like any big deal, like or anything like that. I think the only time I get annoyed is when people like ask for. Well, there's people that ask me for stuff that are like very. I don't know how to describe it. Like I don't want to sound like a dick, but like it's very obvious that they're asking to get views. Like I had these guys like ask me to join their Discord, right? I'm like, all right, cool. Like I joined their Discord. They're like, oh, welcome. This is to help YouTubers grow. I'm like, oh, cool. Like that's how they introduced me to it. They said like, oh, come here, we're gonna help you grow. I get in there and everybody's channel is like 10 people, like 10 subs. Okay, so I'm like, all right, well, it's a little small, but
I've seen those people too.
Yeah.
And like I'm not even a part of that. Like I don't have as many subs as you, but like people have been trying to get me into that as well.
yeah, like not even that, but they had me in there, and then it becomes very clear that they have no idea what like Entropia Universe is. I'm like, oh, you're in it for the Rust, and the guy's like, no, Rust is too expensive for me. I'm like, okay. What video did you see that you watched? And they're like, well, we saw your like shit post on Reddit about it, and we saw that you had a channel and figured we'd invite you. So I'm like, all right, well, cool enough. And then literally within a day, they're just like, hey, Serial, we need to grow our channels. Can you just shout us out real quick? Because, this is all about growing YouTubers. And I'm like, did you just think like I can get you subs? Like I was like, come on, guys. Like, do you want to like play a game together or something? And it was
sorry
like
to cut you off.
Oh,
but,
go.
Nick Wando just said 1,000 ammo is one ped. 10,000 ammo is one ped.
That's
Sorry, I didn't want to.
wrong.
Oh yeah. Yeah, my gun's not shooting.
I just wanted to make sure. So basically, what you did, your calculation is a little bit off because you just need to divide that. By 10, or take 10% of it. You're good. You
Need to add a zero.
Yeah, just add a zero, bro. That's all it is.
Yeah. But yeah, like every now and then, like someone will invite me to something, and it becomes very obvious that they're like just trying to get views, and they're not really interested in my content. Sometimes they're not even like following my channel, which then I'm just like, all right, like this is sort of
So who are you?
yeah. But like if we're doing the same game or something like that, that's completely like legitimate. Like right now we're playing.
Yeah, that's completely the same. You're just trying to show that all the content creators, and there's a growth in the thing.
Yeah, exactly.
But like,
Oh yeah, like
But, like,
things
when
like
a
things like
random-
this, like streams or collaborations. That's one thing because you're like working on it with each other. You're trying to make something really cool. But what I was talking about was just straight up shout outs. Like I think
well, like,
when I was helping you out, Serial, like for the last couple of months, and you were like, when you first said, "Oh, do you want a message or a shout out?" I'm like, initially, I'm like, nah, not really, just because I'm.
Oh yeah,
I don't
but
know, I
if
just
it's
feel
offered, like that's a
uncomfortable with
whole
that sort
different
of
thing.
stuff.
And like that's like for people wondering, that's like a Patreon thing. But yeah, like that. Yeah, that's a completely different thing. Because that's if you ask me for a shout out, I feel like that's different. But if I ask you, it's like nothing wrong there, I'd say.
I talk about you enough on my channel as it is.
I mean, the community is so small and tight knit that it's kind of hard not to.
Yeah, and with Entropia too, it's like there's so many people that are just looking for more videos to watch. So like,
Oh yeah, that's part of the reason why I wanted to make that little series.
yeah,
But like the one that I put in like 20 hours of gameplay in like 12 minutes and actually tried,
yeah.
it got 2 views. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay.
No, it's. Oh, I'm about to die.
So the one, oh, not bad, man.
Oh no, I wasn't paying attention. Go ahead though.
Oh, no, you're fine. So like I put like, so I did the entire Shiggoth mission, the 10,000 kills in one video, trying to finish it up. It was like 5,600 kills in one video, and I got 2 views.
Good effort.
Yeah, I know. But the one before that, there was like 1,000 kills, got over 100. So I was like, okay, what did I do differently here?
Yeah, the
And like I
views.
still couldn't figure it out.
Oh, dude, it's so hard. Like, even for me, like, I'll put out a video that I'm like, all right, this one's gonna get views, and then sometimes they don't, and then sometimes like I'll just put out a video like this and it'll get like 1,000 views, and I don't know. It's YouTube, right? Like a keyword hit.
Yeah, it's just they just randomly pick. So if all your stuff is quality content, you don't have to worry, right?
Yeah. But like and every like for Entropia Universe, I found like the Let's Play style works a lot better, because if you edit everything in, like it's hard to keep like a dialogue going. Whereas if it's just like what I do, like where it's just like a 50 PED thing, like you've got a nice start and end to it, and then in the middle you just sort of talk about whatever, more like a podcast. Which I don't know, people seem to like that, at least, because I've tried. I don't know if you were even, I don't know who was, like, if you guys were watching my videos then, but I did try doing like some edits, and those just like, people did not like it.
Yeah,
I saw that. One of your Rust
I
videos
remember.
got like a bunch of dislikes for like no reason. I was watching, I'm like, what's with the dislikes? I don't get it.
Oh,
I was
no.
trying to think like, okay,
The-
maybe that was a fault or something. I'm like, what's that?
Nah, the Rust ones get dislikes because people want me to do Entropia Universe. Like, that's 100%, like, I know that for sure.
Interesting.
Don't
But
do
if
that, please.
anything, the dislikes help him, because any exposure to YouTube is exposure.
Yeah.
Like,
They-
do you guys remember the old "It's Friday" video by
Oh,
Rebecca?
yeah.
Whatever her name is?
I was thinking about that the other day, just like out of the blue. I was doing the dishes. I'm like, it's Friday. I'm like, why the hell am I singing this?
Was
it
it
was
Friday?
weird. No, it was Tuesday.
Okay.
What can one do if you know someone who has multiple accounts and scam people for PED, Dr. Zero Fly? You can go to live chat and report them. You can send in a support ticket in game as well. That's the best way to do it.
Yeah, you can't have more than one account. It's like against all
Like,
the stuff,
it's
because you get
literally-
free shit at the beginning. It's against everything.
Yeah, so literally one of the first sentences in the EULA is you can only have one account.
Yeah, and there's very few people there's a few people I think who might be the exception that are like Never Die maybe. I thought he used to have two. But I think even them, they sort of made him cut it down to one.
So,
Ooh,
like,
another global.
Holy crap! Another one.
congrats, guys. So,
Thanks. 155
This
PEDs.
has turned out really good.
Wow.
Yeah, this
So,
has turned out really well.
well, so this is going into YouTube then if it's that good. So I might as well keep on talking.
Oh yeah. No, this will like I'll probably cut out the beginning a little bit so you get less of the testing. But like yeah, this like 3
Oh, yeah,
globals.
for sure.
Yeah, I've got to put that on.
But like all you gotta do is put in a support ticket. But what you guys were saying, like, so Dark Moon Enigma, she's the community manager for what's it called for Monria.
Yeah.
She has access to the account Monria Fleet Manager, who owns the Yamato, which is their mothership.
Yeah.
And even she's only allowed to get onto that account during scheduled works.
Oh
Like
yeah.
she can't even play 2 accounts.
Yeah, like usually the people who do it, they'll be like one account's to do
Sort of
like
like-
something official that MindArk is okay with.
Yeah. Like that's a part of the Monria thing, and that's why she's allowed to do that. But like, and like the Cyrene people also have Chris has an alternate account. So any of the Planet partner developers, all of those guys, they have separate accounts, but it's always for general business wise and not for fun. Their main accounts are going to be for their fun. But like when you
Yeah.
see like Dylan from Arcadia, if he's online, he's doing some kind of testing.
Yeah.
If you see somebody with a star when you're at some random planet, if there's a star in front of somebody's head, that means that that's an official MindArk account.
Ah, I didn't know that. Makes sense though.
It's just a big yellow star for above their avatar.
Interesting.
Yeah, I've seen that.
All of the Mind Art people will have that as well. When Quote, I saw Quote one time, and he was testing loot pools with me at Snarksnots, Mind Art official Quote.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's just an odd occurrence.
Yeah, but usually
Sometimes
like
happen.
two accounts. It's like usually if someone's scamming and they're using two accounts, like you report them. But again, it's hard to prove because they could just say, well, one's like my account, one's my dad's account, or one's my like roommate's
Or
account.
like,
or whatever.
because if it's on the same computer, I mean, in the same IP, you can't really prove it unless it's literally the same banking information or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. It's hard to prove. I mean, you can try reporting it though. Oh, and LMNCO, yeah, like we're probably spending more than you can imagine to get the globals, but like it's not like I mean, for Amubu and what we're spending, like you almost expect to get like 1 or 2 globals. I think 3 is sort of better than average, especially that last like 155
Oh yeah,
PE
for sure.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm at Ambu 5, and I've probably gotten like 20 total globals.
Yeah, that sounds. I mean, that sounds right.
And that's in 6,600 kills.
Damn. Oh, we got another one.
Holy
Fuck, man.
Like,
Damn,
again,
123.
I definitely
123
profited on
global.
this run. Yeah, I profited on this run.
Yeah.
Just little simple profit.
Oh
it's
yeah.
good.
This was like that was another like 100 plus PD one. Damn.
But like, this is one of the only games that you could, depending on the, like, obviously not Calypso, but like if you go into like Sirene's Discord, the developer on his free time will just be talking shit.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty cool that you can get like such easy
And like,
access.
you can
to
literally
them.
get on a voice chat with the developer of the game. Yeah. It's just so cool to me that
Yeah.
you can do that.
To be honest, I should try and get them in like a video or two. Now that I think about it.
Well, it depends. Sometimes.
Yeah. Well, they don't want to speak as like an official.
Some of those people. Yeah, they don't want to speak. If they just want to speak in a podcast, it's one thing, but they have to give permission to do that.
Oh yeah. Like I never.
And most of the time,
yeah.
they're under NDAs and everything else.
Yeah, I know. I think it's
Like some of this stuff, you can't ask about upcoming content because that's under an NDA.
Yeah, no, I know. Like a lot of them, even if they have personal accounts, like they can never cash out. I think because just the knowledge they
Cash
have.
out.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. They can or can't. you
Yeah,
said?
they cannot. Most of them.
Yeah.
But most of them love the game so much that they wouldn't cash out.
Yeah, like I don't think I'd ever cash out at this point, unless I really,
But,
really needed the
I
money.
think I know that because you gotta think some of these planets are worth $1 million to $5 million.
Oh, we got
that
another
were-
one.
that people paid for it.
Oh no.
So,
Damn, 53.
you got
pieces.
another global.
Another global. This
Crap.
is the 5th global.
Yeah, that's the 5th one.
Jesus.
You know what? This is very reminiscent of the last time we did this.
Yeah, the last time we did this, we got 2, and that video like didn't even. I completely messed up there and couldn't record. Like I recorded horribly. This time it's going good because it's on Twitch, so everybody can hear us, and they'll tell me if they can't. But yeah, this is like 5 globals. I think that's a record for me.
Definitely a record for me as well. In like one sitting. That's awesome.
Yeah, thanks 5K. Yeah, and this has been like, even when we went and did like the team hunt with Iamon and Longtooth, we didn't get this many globals. And these are like the same PED value as the ones we were getting there, and we were spending way more. Oh, someone said they can't hear us. Hold on one sec.
He was trolling.
Oh,
He's,
Yeah, I can.
okay, all right, cool.
he said because you just said if
Oh.
you could hear if you can't hear us, they would tell us.
Okay, yeah, that's true. I didn't even think
A little
about
bit of
that.
reverse psychology there.
Yeah. Well, I know, who was it? There's
I
like,
hope he's trolling. I think he's
I
trolling.
think so. There's some streamer. Like,
I just checked the recording. It's like the stream. It's fine.
Okay,
It's fine.
alright.
He's being a little troll. Troll.
okay, yeah, it's fine. I know there's some streamer that his whole chat did it to him. It was like 300 people were saying they couldn't hear him, and he spent like 30 minutes trying to fix audio.
Now that is quality content right there.
Yeah. Oh, I think it went like somewhat viral, cause you know, I mean, it's good for a laugh, right? Of course, the whole
Yeah,
time.
I love it when
300.
like when a community is that happy with, like, you know, when the community feels good getting together, they're happy, more than happy to troll whoever they're a community of.
Oh yeah, his
Like,
whole
if I ever
his whole
get to the
community
point where I
joined
have
up.
a community that trolls me, I'll be happy.
Yeah, I mean, it was great. It was great content overall. Like at the time, he was pissed because he thought he was just like getting nothing out of it, and you know. But then, you know, you go and watch it back, and it's hilarious because you hear him sitting there, oh, what the fuck, like, god damn it, you know, just swearing on and off, and yeah, they could hear him the whole time. And of course, he thought the people who said that they could hear him were trolling because it's like one or two.
Yeah, gotta love it when an entire stream gets on a troll train. It's amazing.
Yeah. But man, this loot, I don't know what's going on today, but this is like crazy for what we came out with.
It's our combined might and power. We have become Ludius.
Yeah. But yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe this is Nia's is like the new place to go, because I don't know, I've done 3 like Amubu hunts, and this is like 2 of them were with you, and both those ended up in like tons of, well, 2 globals the last time, 5 so far. Yeah, that's pretty good. And 0 fly, it's all good. Yeah. No, don't worry. I know. I figured. Yeah, they told me you're teasing, so it's could have been funny.
You're all good, Zero Fly. You're all good.
And yeah, it's like I've got to get going soon, but I'm like, we keep getting globals. I'm like, I don't want to end it. Like, if we keep getting them, it's like,
I
should
feel you there.
Yeah.
Global,
Yeah.
Global.
Of course.
Should I really leave?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't.
Good
you
old
can't end
casino issues. Good old
Yeah.
casino issues.
Oh, dude, I had that this weekend. I was like at the casino just playing blackjack, and I'm just talking with this guy that was sitting next to me. And this is like video blackjack because I don't want to go like, I don't know, I don't want to spend like $20 a round because then I just lose all my money. I'm depressed. And we're just chatting, and like over the course of just like 20 minutes, we were up. Each of us, I think, made like $100+. And then like my girlfriend comes, is like, oh, I'm out of money, let's just go. And I'm like, yeah, sure. And I look at the thing, I'm like, oh shit, like we've been winning this whole time. And I didn't want to go, but I'm like, no, I gotta walk out now. Otherwise, I'm just gonna lose it all.
Viake, I will actually be starting to stream in about a week. I'm just getting a few things set up before I do so. But yeah, I am going to be streaming a couple of times a week just for, you know, funsies. So feel free to drop by.
Yeah, he's got a Twitch. I think your Twitch is set up so he can go over there and like follow you, right?
Yeah, he can. Yeah, he should be able to.
And his YouTube too, so you can see all those that backlog of videos.
How does decay work?
Oh, just anytime you use an item, it decays. With clothing and stuff like that, it's when you equip it. Same with the rings. I think everything else is when you use it. So every shot you take out of a gun decays your gun just a little bit.
Interesting. Because I'm looking at the decay table on Entropia Wiki, and
Yeah.
it says for a very good gun, it's from 0.5 to 0.99.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds about right. If that's what they say, that's definitely it. Oh, and
Like every every shot.
Yeah, I think so.
Yikes.
Huh. Is that in PED or PEC?
It's probably in PEC. That's what it sounds.
Yeah.
Oh, that's PEC.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
I'll be back in a sec.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I just found. So apparently, Creative Kingdom, the Thai company, the owner Cyrene,
Yeah.
they bought Planet Cyrene for $1.2 million in 2009.
Oh, I remember this. The planets were selling for like $1 million something. Like it was a crazy amount.
Yeah, but I just had to go through the statements
Huh.
because I couldn't find like an article about like purchase prices. Because normally there's like weird articles on those.
Oh,
Always.
Yeah. Well, usually what it is, I think if a player buys it, they like to sell it as like the biggest like thing in Entropia universe. Like Never Die buys Club Never Die for $100,000, and that's news, right? But a planet pays $1 million to develop something. It's crazy, but I think that's like harder to really like smash home and get views.
Oh yeah, some. Oh
I'm back.
yeah, because
What did I miss?
So like,
Nothing much.
we're talking about.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we were talking about how like the articles on Entropia Universe, they always seem like they try to sell it like you can make money like in this game. Like, yeah, sure you can, but it's like going to the casino, putting $10,000 on green and seeing what happens.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people play that way. I think like
Yeah, I mean, you got to invest.
Yeah. If you know what you're doing, like if you run the numbers and you're going after markup, you can play it more like poker. But the majority of players are coming in and playing it like a casino, where they just sort of sit down, shoot a few, PEDs of ammo, have some fun, and talk about it. And then, there's high rollers who decide to go ballistic, but most people just play it like they come on, shoot a few mobs, mine a little bit, and then they're off. They're not looking to like maximize markup and run all the numbers.
I mean, I've known casuals because I've been a part of high-level societies before.
Yeah.
I've known quote-unquote casuals that have spreadsheets and like try to find weak mob. That's what I was talking about, the tabs earlier.
Yeah. Well, that's
They try to find weak mobs that have good markup in just random places.
Oh, dude, but I said like if you're doing that, like I don't know if you're casual, but like that's playing it more like poker, where you're trying to like get the odds.
Oh yeah.
To be in your
I was
favor.
just talking about people who call themselves casuals.
Oh yeah. There's some people that.
Or
say
I
that-
wouldn't consider myself a casual, like for sure, because the amount of money I've put into this game is not going to say anything about that.
It's fair. And yeah, Vest, it would be nice if they had a player count, but I don't think they'd ever do it just because the values of some things would drop and some things would just go up in a crazy amount. Like if they said Calypso had 10,000 players and then you find out Rocktropia has 5 players, these numbers aren't true. Like Rocktropia would not be worth anything, and that would just basically zero out that company in a month or two, I think.
Oh yeah, for sure. But like I was saying in the Discord earlier, there's like small tight-knit communities on every planet now. But
Yeah.
like I got very surprised when I went to Secret Island or Next Island or whatever it's called, and and there were people actually talking in the channel. Like, oh wow, I thought nobody was going to respond to me, and I had to figure it out myself. People were actually helpful.
Yeah, I find a lot of a lot of the Entropia community helps each other out for the most part. Like I've never really met a bad player. I've met some unsavory types, but I've never actually met someone who straight up just, nah, you're on your own, son, sort of thing.
Yeah, it's. I mean, you'll meet every now and then. You'll see someone like scamming or something like that. But most of those players don't stick around.
But most of those players, actually, Toulon has a pretty decent community. Way bigger than Secret Island Next Island. It will always be in my head a Secret Island. I'm sorry if you guys watching this on YouTube are like shaking your head, but like it will always be in my head as Secret Island. But yeah, Toulon is a way smaller planet, so you see a lot of people in the higher level hunting spots anyway, and it has great dailies there.
Yeah, some of the planets aren't bad. The problem is, I think, like when you go there and you look at the auction, it's just so empty. I don't know.
But that's the thing.
Yeah.
Is that you could. It's no, Dr. Zero Fly. It's not that I'm watching too many reality shows. That was the original name of it.
Oh, Secret Island is a reality show, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. I was like,
They had to change the name because.
Yeah, I guess. But yeah. Next Island used to be Secret Island. They changed the name, and that was like the basis of it. But yeah,
because you can go to ancient Greece and stuff now, and they changed it to that.
Yeah.
Hey, just got level 6 in my laser sniper.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Congrats, man.
Good job.
It's gonna take a while.
Only got like 10 more. Only got like 15 more levels to go before you can hunt these ambies at a decent rate.
Right.
It takes a while, but you'll be at like Fifoids and Aatrox pretty soon if you keep up the rate. And those are like pretty good ones to hunt too, I think.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
ever since Finn ended, it's been a lot better at Fifoids at least.
And for everybody on stream, I did deposit, so I'm just using the deposited gun that you can get with the gold package. And oh, what was I gonna say?
The Barbarella?
Yeah,
I still use the Barbarella. I like my Barbarella.
Yeah, it's a very useful gun. But oh, that's right. I hit level 6 at about 2 weeks playing this. I guess I don't play.
Have you really only been playing 2 weeks? It feels like so much more.
I mean,
Like
I played
the amount you've
a
been
while
talking
ago.
to. Oh,
but-
okay.
Yeah,
Like
it's
you've
only been about
active
2 weeks that I've been.
Wow.
I might have hit level 1, like prior to.
Oh, okay, man.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Like if you joined like 5 months ago and then you only got to level 1, and then in 2 weeks you went from 1 to 5. You can say like 2 weeks it took you to get there because level 1's pretty easy to hit.
Yeah. So that's about the rate that this game runs. I can't wait to hit level 20. That'll be nice.
But yeah, if you use stuff
Well, it just doesn't end there.
Yeah.
Because level 20, you can do a lot of stuff. Like you can, with an LR20, you'd probably want to be level 25 at least.
Yeah, 25 is when I
fully.
switched over.
Yeah, and then you can
Yeah.
hunt ambus with us. Like I like hunting ambus. They're pretty nice. Obviously, you could tell from the globals they're getting.
Yeah.
But like, there's so many mobs you can kill with the TT gun in the universe. So don't be, because you gotta think. There's 6 planets in this game. All of them have newbie areas, and all of them have their unique stuff anyway. So it's a very, if you want to, well, as you get your first shift, I highly suggest planet hopping for a little bit and seeing what you like.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Because you could see so much more. Because like for example, Cyrene has a very good mission for a healing device. It's the refurbished heart 6, rank 6, and it's unlimited heart that gives a buff. and it's a very good heart, and a lot of the mid-range players use it, and it's just free from a mission.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
yeah. If you're looking to heal,
My
like
wife's
that's
on Arcadia.
Yeah, that's like the base. That's what what healers do when they start healing. They use a refurbished heart rate 6.
And-
like when you were asking if you could
Yeah.
heal me, and I asked you what you were using. He's like, that's my base. If somebody wants to heal me, they need at least a refurb heart 6.
Yeah, and Case said he uses the Arc Zero. I guess, is that a gun? I don't know if you guys know that one.
Yeah, that's a gun. Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay. You could probably be using the Z12 Barbella if you have one. Which, if you don't, the gold pack is very worthwhile.
Yeah, like if you're gonna deposit, like if you get those starter packs, like those are the best way to go, like initially, and then I think it's strong boxes. At least I don't deposit, but literally that's like what I've been told.
Okay, so the best way, if you need straight pad, if you're trying to buy something like straight up, just deposit. There's no point. Like if you're trying to buy a new gun and or something like that, just deposit. But if you already have a gun or something like that, and you're trying to and you have some pad to buy more AR metrics weapons or whatever, just buy the strong boxes, because you'll get more ammo and pills and all that. Which with the pills you'll be able to sell if you're not going to use them.
Some pills you cannot sell though.
Oh yeah, but
which is a pain in
some
the
of
ass.
them are like a loot pill adjusted and like skill pills. You want to use them eventually anyway, because they're just good extras to have.
Yeah, I've kind of been hoarding mine, and I've opened about 100 strong boxes now.
Oh really? Okay, so you've probably put in more money than I did.
Yeah.
Like-
Yeah. I have a problem.
Okay.
And I'll
you're-
admit to that.
Okay, so alright. I didn't realize you spent. Okay, cool. But like, I like that you're liking the game enough to support the developers, though. That's what we need in this game. There's a lot of people only really deposit if they really need it to do it, because they want to avoid spending money at all costs.
Yeah, I pop in about $25 like every fortnight or every month, depending on bills and things like that. You know.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's fun, so why not? It's either that or a bottle of grog, and you know, I'd rather have some fun rather than get drunk all the time.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I'm one of those people who like never deposited, but I think at this point with my videos, I've drawn in enough money that it's like equaled out.
Yeah, I mean, but what new players don't understand, man, it's very hard coming in nowadays.
Yeah.
To become a. Like, I'm not saying it can't be done, but like it's so much harder now because what, Ciro, you were probably selling your sweat for what, 7 to 8 PEDs?
No, I was getting like 10 probably.
10?
Yeah,
Okay,
like
so,
I get 10 to 11 to 12
so probably,
sometimes.
So basically, however many hours you put in, multiply that by 10, and that's how you need to get started training.
Yeah.
Is essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's one of those things. Because you can start trading with about 100 PEDs.
Yeah, I started with 50 and then didn't quite work out. I think I eventually got up to like 200.
I think you got lucky at one point, didn't you?
Yeah. Like I got a big
like,
global at one point, reinvested that into trading. And then I got really lucky because I was just like, I was basically looking to like sort of get away from not play as much, and that's when Calypso Landides came out. So I'm like, oh, let's just dump my account value into this thing and see what happens. And that doubled my account value.
And
Okay.
that
How
was
much were
probably your
Calypso
smartest
Landides when they came out?
1,000
$100
PEDs.
bucks.
Yeah, 100 USD,
Over
1,000
$100
PEDs.
each.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
and
Yeah.
now they've essentially doubled their value in 8 years.
Yep.
And you could sell
Oh,
them
we
for
got
all the
another one.
dividends you've already gotten.
Another one, nice.
Congrats, guys.
Thanks. 62 PEDs.
But like, personally, I have a lot of Arcadia Underground deeds and Arcadia Moon deeds. But I never got into Calypso Land deeds just because of the sheer price of them. Because for $200
It's a lot.
now, it's a lot of money to put into one item.
Yeah, and when I bought them, that was the only option. So I just was like, well, it's
for
this
sure.
or nothing.
Yeah, so I really, good for people watching. I didn't even get into Arcadia Moon Deeds until recently, until they released a statement that Arcadia did, saying that they would that how much percent was left was sold. So I'm putting a sum of money of that.
Yeah, that's fair. Like the Moon
But
Deeds, I
like,
think
there's like
they were
18%
overhyped.
left.
Yeah, I think the Moon Deeds.
Yeah, they were
yeah,
overhyped. But a lot of people were, like myself included, were thinking, okay, this is probably going to be Compet all over again.
Yeah, I thought they'd go worse than they did, but like, I guess there's two sides. Like, some people thought they'd be way worse, and some people thought they'd be way better. I didn't see many people in like that middle ground that it actually ended up in.
Well, I just know that I've seen most of the deeds. I've played long enough to see most of the deeds come out as they come.
Yeah,
And like, they've all, people like when newer players are like, but they've all saying, oh, they haven't been sold yet. But I'm like, they can't be traded. But I don't know if you remember this. Nothing could be traded until they were sold on the web shop for the Arcadia Underground deeds either.
yeah, but those deeds sold out way faster.
But they sold out a lot faster than the Moon deeds did. They were only there for like a month.
Yeah,
if that.
I think Arcadia Moon was overpriced, to be honest. I think they priced
for $5.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
I think they priced it compared to Underground.
Really yeah, and at first you didn't have a product to go do either.
Yeah, so they didn't get that initial thing of like people could go there, see it, they could see themselves making money, and by the time they were, it was just like too late to get that
It
like
was
initial
already
hype.
like, really, man?
Yeah.
Why are you releasing this unfinished product now?
Yeah.
I'm still amazed at how quick the Crystal Palace thing sold out. What was the?
Yeah, that was
in 48
4
hours.
days.
That was in 48 hours, my dude.
Holy crap! Yeah, it was
And
like
I was able to
gone.
I was able to
Palace
get
coming up.
22 of them.
Yeah, I wanted.
So-
I was gonna get some, but like I wasn't just on. I think I was on vacation or something, and by the time I got back on, it was like already done.
So the owner of
You might want to heal up, man.
Yeah, actually, I've
Yeah.
got to get going here, but I'll heal up. We can do like one or two more.
Sorry about that. Yeah. So
Yeah, I'm
the
cool with
owner
whatever.
of Crystal Palace, Buzz, he sold it to MindArk, and then MindArk sold shares in the share center that they had recently introduced to the players. So a lot of people own a little bit of Crystal Palace deeds.
Yeah, I mean, I love the idea behind it, like the share center and stuff like that. As long as they can make sure that people aren't just dumping bullshit, it'll be
Yeah. My thing is that I hope it comes to a point of like that you could put like certain land areas in there. And that'd be cool to get the taxes off land areas
Yeah.
as just a regular player. I think that'd be a cool thing.
Yeah, like I think
Like-
that's the way it's going.
But if you need to get off, we can get off too. Or if you want us to continue chatting, we will. But you obviously need to end the stream and go to bed.
Yeah, like I'm gonna end the stream. I mean, you guys are welcome to stay in Discord, that's fine. But yeah, I'm gonna have to end this stream. After this kill, I'm gonna head back and total everything up and do that like ending.
Watch you guys
stream
get
thing.
an
Sounds good.
Alright, I'm teleporting back.
Let's head back. The hell.
That
But-
would have been so funny if you guys got an ATH right there.
Oh yeah, I mean, honestly, like if I had another 2 or 3 hours, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a Hoff, because it's like 6 globals in, I don't know what, like 6 globals in what, 2 hours?
Hey, Elements, we're about to
2
go
hours,
off.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
that's-
was very.
But I wasn't
Where
seeing
the
as many
hell am I going?
near the end. Like we had one like solid 30-minute chunk that was just like 4 globals, I feel like.
You hear us, Elemencio? We're about to get off stream, so I'm sorry.
Oh,
But
yeah, sorry, man.
Scotty, didn't you say you were gonna start doing that? Streaming more? Because I'm not more of a stream. More, I'm not a streamer type myself. I mean, I like.
Yeah. I'm gonna be
do it.
I'm gonna be doing more streaming. I'm gonna be streaming actually starting this weekend. So it's Saturday for me. So probably Friday, either Saturday, no, either Friday evening or Saturday morning for you guys in the States, and depending on what coast you're on. But yeah.
Yeah, it's so hard with time zones. Like, it's probably
Oh, yeah, for
morning
sure.
for Europe, afternoon or night for you, and then for us, it's the other day.
Wait, if you don't mind me asking, Scotty, what time is it for you?
Right now it is 5 minutes to 1 p.m. So yeah, it's 1 p.m.
Oh, okay, cool.
All right, so I'm gonna total up
All
the
right,
loot
tally
here.
time.
Yeah, it looks like Jesus. So I'll use a calculator for this just so people can see, and because I always get my numbers wrong, and then people get upset with me. So I went out with like 102 PEDs. The total of the loot is 308.59 PEDs, plus I've got about 53 PEDs of universal ammo still left, right? So when you subtract 120 from that, we're looking at 241 PEDs of profit. That's before repairs. I did go through like an amp and all that, so that's going to be something. So let's throw that
Hey, your
in there.
mic just cut out, bro.
Oh, sorry, I let go of the caps locks. It was everybody on stream heard me, but yeah, you guys couldn't. So yeah, I'm sitting at 241.85 PEDs right now. Like after I take the 120 off of it, so that's like extra in loot. That's not counting markup. I've got 51.73 PEDs of repairable decay, and then I went through about one AR matrix. So that's another 45. So in total, I've got about 100. Yeah, I made about 145.12 PEDs with those like 6 globals and everything like that. And I went out with 120 PEDs. So that's a pretty good return, I'd say.
Yeah, I'm
Congrats, guys,
pretty much
by the
the
way.
same.
Damn.
I'm
yeah.
pretty much the same. I went out with the LR20, and from the ammo that I spent, I only really went through half of the amount of PED worth of ammo that I went out. I started with 120, and I come back with 77.5 PEDs, and the amount that I got back from the loot is 242. So if I add in the decay, I got about 140 in profit.
Damn. That was a solid hunt, especially with all those globals. Like that's gonna be. I'm just gonna like screen cap all those, and that's gonna be the next like 6 title cards for my videos.
Nice.
Yep.
But yeah, guys, thanks for jumping in here. Just real quick, so on YouTube, if you guys look up Vast, VAST, and Scotty, SCOTTY_C93, there are other Entropia Universe YouTubers. They've just literally been in the call the whole time. So like, if you liked what you heard here, you'll get more of it from their channels. Obviously, my channel, if you're on Twitch, I've got a YouTube channel, and if you're on YouTube, I've got a Twitch channel. Same thing with them. I think it's the same names for them too. Do you guys have anything else you want to add?
Yeah, mine is twitch.tv/thatdudeVast because I don't have I didn't have the privilege of starting my Twitch channel as soon as I started my Google. So, but anyway, yeah. If you guys like the content, you can check out me and Scotty as well.
And I don't just play Entropia stuff. I've recently started a warband, Mountain Blade warband mod, Prophecy of Pendor. It's like my favorite mod. Start a playthrough of that, and I'm going to be starting a playthrough of Shovel Knight as well, and a few other games. I like variety stuff, so I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of stuff, but it's the same old me, just different game. So if you like the banter of an Australian who swears probably a little too much for YouTube's liking, then you're going to enjoy the stuff that I put out.
All right, there you go, guys.
Hopefully.
All right. Anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys. Make sure you check out their channels. Nick doesn't have a channel yet, but if he ever does get one, I'll shout it out then. But yeah, thanks for watching. Until next time, peace.